Is this hand keepable? This, like, seems real sketch. Painful mana, 2/6 drops. Not really like that much in the way of a plan. I kind of want to keep it anyway, but I could certainly... If someone told me to mulligan this, I would be like, you know, you're very valid. Alright. 04s are online. Straddles the line. Yeah, it definitely does not. Some tarot with free bail off in the side. You'd love to hear it. Wow, I should have had my stops on, so they would have been scared of cut down. Playing lazy. I wonder how many times you lose to an obstinate bail off with that deck before you just like kind of want to stop playing Magic. You have concerns about the wall plan. Well, concerns are noted. Noted and reasonable, but we work with what we got. God is so awkward against the mouse. Do I keep it, chat? I really don't know. I feel like I might just need something better than that to stand a chance this game. Find a Beza. Oh my god. There's all Pest Control. I guess that would actually deal damage. Oh. It does not do Commander. Although there's like some report going around that they're aiming to add multiplayer to Arena at some point. Alright, yesterday we beat every deck we faced apart from Gruul, so we have some sideboard cards to bring in. I don't know how good Pest Control is, but it would have been good that game. Definitely a consideration. Kaya can please exit the premises. Alright, I need to take out 2 cards. This could be Overkill and Duress. Possible the Pest Controls are bad when we're bringing in these authorities. I do like Eternal Wanderer because she flickers Forge, which I think is pretty relevant. I could trim a Caretaker's. 4 could be a lot. Oh, Pest Control is really cute with Get Lost, right? Oh, is that what they said, Noah? I was not aware of that. I didn't know the specifics. Well, I'm not mulliganing this. I do want that. I just also want lands. Like, clearly Split Up would probably be a pretty good card this game, but I feel like we already have pretty good cards. Interesting. If I could Get Lost this turn, then next turn go Authority Get Lost. Why not 3 different ways to play MTG on the internet? Indeed, indeed. ORZHOV control, pretty much. We used to destroy you with this deck pre-Duskmourn. And my win rate with this deck with pre-Duskmourn was genuinely pretty obscene. We've only done 5 matches since then, and we went 4-1, which is like fine. But I really enjoy the deck. Thought I'd play some more of it. Alright. Down this authority. They goat. Yeah, letting my opponent need. I don't need this split up to win. Indeed, indeed. Hey, Chris. MTG MMO. I had never heard of this. Alright. Gain a life. They target the challenger. We do take less than. I think I'm fine with them target. Like, it only matters if they hit a 1-drop. Yeah, they're going for the Manifold Mouse anyway. Nice haste, indeed. Yeah, I think the distance probably doesn't matter. Because we're mainly going to have to get Pest Control in games where we don't have authority anyway. Take 2 here. I did want to kill this challenger instead. Denying them a map is like kind of nice, and I'm probably going to have to kill this Manifold at some point. I guess I just kill one, and if I brick on the Beza, right, untap and kill the other. I do not brick on the Beza. I am very skilled. Yeah, it seems good. Gain 4 draw a card. Like the best Wall of Omens ever. Alright. They find a land off the challenger. Their first white source, notably. They might have Monstrous Rage. Am I blocking anyway? If I block, they have like basically nothing they can attack me with. If I wait though, it's so hard for them to punch through this bait. I think I'm fine just taking this. Like a little bit weird. Nah, if we don't draw an untapped land, it makes the game a tiny bit strange, but I think this Beza is a good roadblock. Okay, the Builder's Talent. Delightful, because it lets me double spell this turn, kill the challenger, get down to 0-4. It also means I now have a token I can copy of Caretakers next turn. I think this is pretty phenomenal. Probably 0% to lose this game now. Cooling it. I'm not attacking with Beza. I don't care about their life total. I want their life total to be high so Beza can more reliably gain life. Okay, maybe I slightly more care about their life total now, but I can kill those. I can blow these up. Playing honest merfolk, you love to see it. I can attack due to authority. It's more that I didn't want to lower their life total, because then Beza's worse at gaining us life. But now they have this Case of the Crimson Pulse in play. Hacking definitely gains a bit more appeal to it than it had previously. Yeah. Alright. Like, just about the only card I can't guaranteed outgrind. So I should probably swing. Oh, what? I did not realize that. Maybe we need more demo fields. Maybe demo field is on the rise. I don't understand people playing zero. When I played that deck, I had 3 basics in it. And the basics were fine. I don't understand why people play 0 basics. I have to assume that's a temporary thing and people will start putting basics in their deck once they lose the demo field enough. But I guess for now, I should play more demo fields. 0 basics and standard just seems wrong. Yeah, I'm very suspect on not playing basics in this format, but This is so many hired claws. They better be getting paid well for this. Well, I guess I'm attacking for 4 and firing off the Sunfall. On the basis that I am now apparently dying. I could hit a tap land, but I could also level up this Builder's Talent, which sounds pretty nice. So guess we leave white. Yes, I leave white mana open in some form. All right, draw a card. Yeah, the 6/6. Level up this. Oh, hey, apples and fruits. I guess we're like 2-1 today, right? Always best deck in standard, never best standard in deck. So true. I'm always saying this. Tap my Fountainports for my spells. Challenge level impossible. I should have activated this. I missed the damage. Boo. Truly my finest moment. Alright, get in for 6. You go to 6. Good luck. Have fun. Oh no. It's gonna die because we didn't put a +1/+1 counter on it. Oh, there is so much justice right now. This is so deserved. I brought this upon myself. I Pest Control right on time. Okay. Dead to second rights that turn. You know, you're not wrong. I'll give you that much. Oh, this time I should have actually had Fountainport open though. This time Arena betrayed me. Highs and the lows of Arena or Auto Tap. Alright, get in that fish. Yeah, I had the fish token up for second rights. It's true. That was fine. Also, I feel like second rights is one of those cards that as a streamer, I'm legally obligated to never play around. Because the streamer equity of dying to second rights is just too high. Like, y'all would love it if I died to second rights. Hidetsugu's second right. The card name. Muppet. As a player, it's correct to disrespect second rights. Quite possibly. Alright, I guess I could have had a plan for killing this. I'm playing so lazy today. I don't know what's up. I guess it's been a heckin' day. Monstrous Rage, you say? What if my fish was actually a 7/7? What then, opponent? Wow, missed lethal. No big deal. Dying to second right in Painland standard, indeed. I have heard rumor of it being played. I don't know how much play it actually sees there. I'm fine with running this back. I don't think I need a Sunder the Gateway for the case. Although if they're playing Case instead of Forge, that makes Wanderer quite a bit worse. I could trim a copy. How many demo fields do I have nowadays? I have one. Might be changing that at some point. You know, with us not seeing Forge from them, I think I want to trim a Wanderer. I don't know if fourth talent is the play. Maybe it's third Duress. Maybe it's first Sunder. Talent was very good that game though. They should reword second right. You can only cast this if your opponent is on 10 life. Your opponent loses the game. God, that would be so much more obnoxious. Can you even imagine how much worse that would be? Don't word the card that way. Make it an instant too. No. Game free. Can I please have a horror in my opening hand? Even if I had split second, it would get owned by Painlands. That's why we need my alternate wording, just saying. I fixed Hidetsugu's second right. Made it the card it was always meant to be. Heal opponent to enable second rights. Hey, Healing Salve is already part of one of the strongest cycles of cards ever made. We don't want to push it too far. Was it actually meant to be deeply unplayable? Richard Garfield was just like, yeah, we want white to be the color that everyone dunks on. They power corrupt it by letting you have both. Wow. Alright, opponents decided they don't want to play a third game against my Wall of Omens Authority of the Consuls Beza deck. Cool. We'll take it. Yeah, why not? Sunken Citadel and Fountainport, that's like the combo, the dream team online. Think more mountains in our future. Pretty weird, because I do want to start casting removal spells this turn. It is going to cost me life. Maybe that's fine. Wait on the Surveil. Using a life or two isn't the end of the world. Beza in hand as well. Right, let's just get that mouse out of here. So I could get my Surveil land down, or I could go Fountainport and make it fish. Beza isn't going to be making tokens anyway. I guess making a fish is kind of okay. There's the Nemesis. You know, I could Beza next turn. A bit of me just wants to Virtue this Nemesis before they, like, shut off my life game. And then I could sack the fish to draw a card. If I'm willing to keep not getting this Backstreet down. The fish even gets to block that way. Against, like, second Nemesis or whatever. Opponent graciously casting one spell per turn in a desperate attempt to make sure my Beza can draw a card. Ooh. If I draw a card here, it does mean my Beza is less likely to draw a card. I think it's fine. I think I'm going to sack and draw, and then I might even just play Kaya. Potentially. Kaya soaks up some attention pretty well. Then I can double spell next turn. I don't really mind if they start throwing burn spells at Kaya. Kaya down, we get a 1/1. Nice little 2.2 for 1. You do love to see it. Value. That is what we call value. It's true. I don't know. Arena auto tapper definitely doesn't know. Not particularly invested in attacking. I guess I'm just going to hold back. Alright, draw a card. Make a 1/1. So I can play this out, I can play a Beza, I can play a Builder's Talent. What is my oyster, etc. Probably don't get to draw a card here, but we'll see. Wow. Stunning, truly. You know, as much as Builder's Talent makes an 0/4 and draws a card, I just feel really safe with this Nowhere to Run open. I'm also on 18. I don't know, I'm just gonna keep saying go. It feels exceptionally impossible to ever lose this game. By just patient. Oh no, this is actually annoying. I now can't flicker it with Eternal Wanderer anymore. Heartbreaking, truly. Hey Matt. We'll have to win with 4/4 double strikers now. I know. It's gonna be hard. Don't know that we can get there. If I brick on a land, will I play out this Eternal Wanderer? Or will I continue slow rolling my opponent? Find out this week on... I mean, Caretaker's talent into Builder's talent does just sound like pretty phenomenal. I don't know. Pry this card advantage out of my cold dead hands. Alright. I'll go ahead and cast this. Alright, opponent's done. Cool. Who needs to actually cast a win condition? Certainly not I. Alright, Blot Out. Fire. Sunfall. But Duress, Sunder. I'm gonna assume they have some number of Forge and bring in like one Sunder, I guess. I think on the draw I can trim a Caretakers and bring it back in on the play. Maybe Duress is just better than Sunder, but you know. It's slightly awkward that taking out a Caretakers makes the fail case of Sunder slightly less common. Or slightly more common, I suppose. Be a better wording. Oh my god. So close. Okay, okay. They're gonna play a lot of 1-drops this game, chat. Just you watch. The 1-drops are coming. Opponent's looking at their hand of higher claws and is like, oh. You see, they're just slow rolling the higher claws to catch me by surprise. They'll be here any moment. Okay, okay. Classic strategy of slow rolling your 1-drops. Indeed, Vexel, dude. Oh, hey, Ren. Good to see you. Alright, I need to, like, shift Pest Control so it kills 2-drops instead of 1-drops. Pretty badly, if I'm being honest. Okay, okay. 110, 110. Where's a Path of Peril? So true. Right, can we do the impossible and survive until next turn? Find out soon. Unclear that surviving until next turn even gets us anywhere. There's a 2 on that card, I think you can trick them. So the cycling 2 actually refers to all the creatures it's gonna cycle into the graveyard. So if you could put your cards in the graveyard, that would be excellent. Am I dead? I believe I'm now dead. I'm gonna trust my opponent can click the attack all button. Hey, Bobbin. Alright, well that was a very reasonable game. Cool, cool. Maybe Sunder's just kind of illegal. Oh wait, I didn't bring in the third split up for some reason. Yeah, I do want split up. I intended to. I had a head empty moment, as appears to be a lot of moments today. Oh, maybe Kaya's kind of bad. I don't know, she like soaks up some damage. Sets up sweepers nicely. Oh my god. This hand is so close to perfect. Alright, chat. If there's a second land on top of my deck, I should probably not. But just saying, if there's a second land on top of my deck. Oh my god, this is so much worse. Arena should let me, yeah, Arena should let me torment myself. I agree, Mixel, I agree. Shout out to mana bases. Gotta be one of my favorite things. Oh yes, one of the free openers we've seen that does not have authority in it. Exactly what we needed. I guess I am obligated to keep that. On the basis that it's a card that could conceivably vaguely get me back in the game. Oh, now they have the 1-drops. Now they have them. See? I see you, opponent. I see you over there. How crazy is it to take Witch Stalker Frenzy with this Beza in hand? Probably somewhat. Yeah, here we are. Now we get to get lost the Challenger. Take 1,000,000 damage, cast a Beza, and cross our fingies. Or we get to win the game. Also pretty good. Could be worse. This Pest Control is trying its hardest. I respect it, but... Oh, is this bad? Now they can shock the Nemesis in response. I was thinking maybe we could bait them into a Monstrous Rage, but that's, like, pretty improbable. Yeah. We're taking 3. Heartfire is exceptionally good at punching through my Beza, unfortunately. But I guess that just means I cast Pest Control instead. Okay. I think I still just kill the Screaming Nemesis, right? I go to 7. And then I go to 4. Kind of weirdly perfect draw. We even kill the maps, and my opponent's just not gonna draw a creature that can be targeted with Rockface Village or a Screaming Nemesis. So heartbreaking. What? Maybe this is them playing with their food. Maybe they think we just can't win regardless. Removal spell. So if I cast the Beza, I don't live very long, so I guess I'm saying go. Saying go does mean I die to Witchstalker Frenzy. Might would have dealt 3 damage to the Nemesis though. I guess then, yeah. I guess they had to, I don't know. There you go. And it probably won't matter, apart from the fact that we're going to win this game. Let's go! I should have waited for them to cast. They're not casting it. They didn't cast it when it's actually lethal. They're certainly not casting it now. Oh, I get a treasure? Oh my god! I get a treasure! This is incredible! Let's go! I'm still, like, probably not favored at the moment, to be clear. I still die to a bunch of burn spells. However, am I making a 1-1? I died to Burst Lightning, man. Okay, now I can start making treasures instead, so we fine. Oh, Rockface Village, truly the best card in Standard. Never any doubt. The old 5-turn Beza clock. Gotta be my favorite. Get in there. 2 more. 2 more turns. I mean, that sure does gain me a life, let me tell you. You want to know about a creature that gains a life? It's Hired Claw. Might be bait. They might be about to play another creature and make me look really silly. However, a lot of the other creatures get saved by Monstrous Rage anyway. Ooh, you ever feel like you won a match you did not deserve to win? I did have fun in the match. Thank you, Arena. You ever feel like you just did not deserve the match? The matchup looks easy. Exactly. Okay, we're gonna draw lands, I guess. And hope my opponent has creatures in that deck. Please don't be Zah. Yeah, please don't insult the opponent. I agree with Bobbin. People mess up all the time. I make lots of stupid plays on stream. You remember the time I named untapped creatures with Split Up and Plague Winded myself and my opponent kept all their creatures? But what opponent did was way better than that. Like, I don't know. Alright, I kept a hand that could beat all the creature decks and never beat Xur, and we are now facing Xur, and we are going to die horribly. Imagine making a mistake. Fortunately, I don't have to imagine. I mean, wait, what? I am so dead. I can't possibly win. Alright. Go Builder's Talent. Get lost your beanstalk doesn't feel so good. Yeah, it's not like the dream. So we did 2 Urza yesterday. It was incredibly hard earned 2-0, and I don't particularly expect to repeat that experience. So, you know. But we'll see. We'll see. Anything can happen. Such as my opponent casting the best card in the format. Did you play a third land in the games I won? You know, when you... That's an interesting point. I should try and do that more. Good advice, Bobbin. Save clock for the post-war games. Yeah, the 2-0, we did win with like 4 minutes on the clock. So really, we're just setting up for a nice, tense hour on the post-board games. You know? That's the plan here. I was really hoping to mill a Kaya into the yard for our builder's talent. Caretakers is phenomenal. It also seems very slow. I guess I'm gonna keep it and die, no matter what I do. Only other people make mistakes. It's a misclick when it happens to you. Yeah, it is only a misclick when it happens to exactly you. I agree. That just makes sense. Okay. How do I win this game? You know, I really don't want to keep playing this game. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest. Can I scoop? If that hand is literally 5 lands, Overlord of the Flood Pits, I'm like maybe 1%. I don't know that I care enough. If I'm being completely honest. Fine. My out is a disconnect. True. Always play to your outs. Oh my god, MTG bot does the wrong... I'll update it later. It's fine. You know, if we could cast Sunfall, this would maybe be beatable. Okay. It's fine. We'll get them in the post-board games. I'm sure. You can hear my confidence. Duress, Cruelclaw's Heist. Thunder's Urza's Sylex. Take out most of the cards we drew that game. Nowhere to Run's really cute because it lets you actually target their things when they get animated by Zer, but also not a very playable card. So, you know, upsides and downsides. The upsides are that it has a really cute interaction against one thing in their deck, and the downsides are that it's wildly unplayable against them in every other conceivable fashion. So who could really say if the cards are good or not? Yeah, if it killed Zer, it would be like only mostly bad. Oh yeah, Bobbin. Builder's Talent can recur Urza's Sylex, if that's what you're looking at. We did that yesterday. We Urza's Sylex my opponent like 3 times in a game. They doppelganged me, made like 4 amazing permanents, and then I untapped and Builder's Talented my Urza's Sylex back and deleted everything. It was great. You don't know your standard, staple, foundational card, cornerstone of the format as a Builder's Talent? quickly backpedals when I realize I'm saying the wrong card. I guess this is fine. What's that? We get a beanstalk? I'd love to have a beanstalk. Ooh, and a talent. Just here to hang out. Hell yeah. Love to vibe. I will take the good card. Fucking news. It's a bit weird. They can like leyline binding it or something silly. I don't know. I don't know that I care. If I play out the talent, it does expose it to the throwback, but in exchange, I get my hand empty for this Beza. Probably relevant. And if they're throwbacking the talent, they're not throwbacking the beanstalk. No, this is maybe questionable. I think it's probably fine. It uses my mana. I've got a bunch of card advantage coming. We want them to throw back the beanstalk. Yeah. It's more that like... Oh yeah, overbinding. That's true, because binding on talent just doesn't... It is like actively good for us. That's true. Anyway, let us draw a card. Also, if they're throwbacking next turn, they're not overlording. So, like, honestly, it's not clear that I care if they... Like, they give me a bunch more time to set up. We have more card advantage in our deck post-board than we do pre-board. Duress, okay. Oh, they go for a Get Lost. Or this means they get to Overlord. Cool, cool. It means they get to save their throwback for this book. Alright. Here comes the Overlord. So yes, I'm gonna draw a card. Fire off a Duress. See what they got going on. Binding or migration? I guess then binding a beanstalk is actually kind of awkward if we ever end up as a Sylexing. Which is funny. I think I'm just taking a binding over this migration. Fire off a map. Great. Citadel. Get in there. Alright, please no Zero off the top. Although if they do, we can wander a minus. It could be worse. Back deposited. Nice job, Sophia. Success. Alright, they are binding the beanstalk. That is very annoying, of course, because it makes our Sylexes worse, but... Oh hum. They left a card on top. Like a Beza makes 1/1s, which is pretty funny. I could try and shuffle away the card on top, but like, I think Flickering Beza is kind of nice. I guess they can only attack Wanderer down to 2 then. Could also just flicker a token. If they missed Moors, it kind of doesn't matter that much. Because Wanderer still lives, and then we nuke the board. Hold back on defense here. Hey Sneaky, happy Friday. Are they gonna blow up their binding? Next level play with the throwback? Build your own beanstalk. I was really hoping we'd see that. It would be such an adorable play. Thunder. Okay. Huh. If I kill the Wizard Cavern, I guess they have an everywhere now. That doesn't work. So I kind of want to start just by drawing a card and see what I find. Maybe Hasty. That makes my Beza a 5/6. In exchange for not getting down Sunken Citadel this turn. Now we've got this Wanderer protection from Herd. They cast it. They attack with Overlord. We just trade these to set up our next Beza. They're going for a throwback, probably to kill this Builder's Talent, so that we can't recur Eternal Wanderer later. Makes sense. Use our Paltry Graveyard as well. Oh, they're getting a bean back. I guess we just used up a Sunder and now we can't kill the bean, but that's probably fine. Just block with this Beza, do a trade. Unfortunately, draw a land, which slightly limits my potential to draw cards off Beza. 5/9. We can get a treasure off Beza though, if we so desire. I really know what to do here. I could start slow drawing cards. That doesn't sound terrible with these double Fountainports. I'm slightly worried this Beanstalk might bury me, but I guess there's an argument to draw a card now to try and find an answer. Like, pretty unlikely I'm going to need this 2/2. Rip. Alright, Sager. Okay, Beanstalk is scary. Of course, if they answer my Wanderer, the Herd Migration starts being a threat. So I feel like we're pretty good at blocking it. Try and use they for opponents we don't know instead of Whistle. The Overlord. Those 2/1s are really annoying. It does make protecting Wanderer a bit harder. And they get lost the Wanderer, but we have this Builder's Talent, so it's fine. What rank at the moment? We are currently playing the Metagame challenge. Alright, I could start making tokens. I feel like it's way more important for me to draw cards instead. Even if it uses my mana, like, very marginally worse. Hey, another one. Bet you can beat this with your red list. I mean, sure. I don't know. I'm just having a good time. Right, let's level this up whilst we have it in play. Hope they don't finding me in response. Get back this Wanderer, grow this Double Striker. Flicker this 2/1. Get down our Sunken Citadel and say go. I might have wanted another black source there. There are worlds where we end up using like quad black, right? You want attacks Eternal Wanderer. Eternal Wanderer goes to 4. herd time. Sure. Well, we're about to be losing a token anyway, so I might as well sack one. Ooh, get lost for the beanstalk. Very nice. Now I can go -4. You keep a 3/3, and I keep a 4/4 double strike. Play out Kaya. Does a 5/5 double strike. Lost my Kaya. If I play out this Plains, I get to get lost and double Fountainport. That seems pretty good. Just get this beanstalk off the table. I could attack them for 10. Is maybe like reasonable. I guess I can block with the 1/1, and I also don't care if they hit Kaya for 3. They could map to make it 4, I guess. They could also like Zur me, and then I just kind of want everything on defense. I guess if they Zur me, I get to Wanderer minus though. I don't know, seems fine. Right, they are saving 10 life. Poor thing. There you go. Little Kaya is the card printed in 2024 with the most words on it. I mean, I play the card in my deck and I don't know what half the words do. She's just a 1/1 making machine that like occasionally has other text. I'm sure there must be more times where I turn things into Beza than I do. But 4 mana Bitter Blossom that doesn't lose life. OP. That's pretty good. Except I can just kill her, essentially. Oh, except I have this Eternal Wanderer. Can we say flicker a token? It's very possible that it is entirely irresponsible to be drawing cards here instead of like just making 1/1s. But here we are, I guess. Out here. Drawing cards like our life depends on it. Alright. That's also a good draw. Of course. Play the Wanderer. 6/6 double strike, by the way. Binding on my double striker. So now I get to get lost the binding, right? Wait, they're binding on my Eternal Wanderer? Sure. I can just get her back. There are more where that one came from, let me tell you. Yet another counter whilst I'm at it. Plus on your 8/8. Make a 1/1. Kill your Nissa. Alright. Game 2. On to the third. That went pretty great. I do worry that Blot Out is like kind of bad. But whatever. I think it's fine. I also wonder if we want like a single split up because of the migrations, but we have 4 Sunfall and 2 Wanderer. Nissa not great versus Wanderer, true. I think Nissa is pretty good against our deck in general, but it is quite bad against Wanderer, it must be said. Alright, will this run make it to the 3rd match? Find out in like half an hour when we finish this ridiculously long match. Find out next week on Rainy the Witch, because that's how long this match will take. Yeah, we'll keep this. Very good at answering Bean, which is probably the most important thing early. Okay. Opponent's hand does not seem... I think it's fair to say. This Cruelclaw is so weird, because I kind of don't want to, like, make them draw a card. I'm also aware there's an Atraxa in hand, which not everyone plays, and the Atraxa is quite spooky. I could just take an Atraxa of my very own. Let them draw a card. Play for the long game. Can we just pass the turn? What, wait on the heist? We could do that, honestly. I was kind of wondering. You know what? That's a really nice play, Bobbin. I did not give that one enough thought. I like it a lot. Now we can play Talent this turn, and then next turn we get to, like, Sunder Heist. Great. Our Atraxa looks better than the opponent's Atraxa, indeed. I'm slightly worried if I just run out Talent that they're just going to answer it really trivially. Wow, they discarded a land. Fascinating. So some of these hidden cards are definitely lands. God. Stop it. Stop it. When the streamer likes your play. I really don't want them to have this Beanstalk in play. I'm a little bit scared of this. I can maybe just Cruelclaw the Zur. And just not steal the card. It's also possible they can't cast the Zur. They can, in fact, not cast the Zur. Oh, that's a possibility, Callie. That's a good point. Oh, this Nissa is a problem. I think I have to take the Nissa. This does give them black mana, though. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, here's the Overlord. Gets them their black mana. So am I ever allowed to just run this out? If my opponent bindings it, it's like pretty bad for me. But I could draw an answer to the binding, and it can't get losted. Exceptionally strange draw. I normally don't like running out Urza Sylex this proactively, but I'm a little bit worried that if I don't, I'm gonna get destroyed. So it does make my opponent's life potentially hard. They could also draw a throwback, I guess. There are many ways for them to get out of this, but get lost doesn't work, and hopefully we're buying some breathing room at the very least. Okay, they get a land. Sure, they hit me for 6. And it reads my weird card for the 10th time. Or maybe I was meant to keep untapped land on top. Like a curve into... Oh my god. Come on. I'm surprised they didn't attack with the flood pits if this was the play. Maybe they figured they don't need to. Maybe they figured they're just fine. Now they get to attack with binding next turn. So I can go Beza, fire up a heist, I suppose. In which case I should probably heist first to get my hand size lower for Beza. Alright, they have 2 Zaz. That stinks. I guess I take this Atraxa. Make you miss farewell. Indeed, indeed. Rare making 2 1/1s against Domain with Beza. Oh my god, if I could draw a Sunfall, that would be nice. Is all I'm saying. They can't actually attack with this binding into my Beza, so we've got that going for us. This game is so wild. I love the idea that if we draw our other Sylex, we unlock this one. Okay, I got the draw 2, discard a card. Oh, so dig for those answers to everything we got going on here. By Hauntwoods. What is the ... It signifies that we moved to a different deck. A brief pause before the punctuation continues. I mean, the punctuation is a mystery to all. Truly, we will never know its ways. Consulting the Oracle. Delphi, indeed, indeed. That's so many beasts. God. That's really bad for me. A good Beza. It's about 5 beasts. You know, I'm not great at counting, but I think you might have a point there. Beza draw is good. Yeah, it's probably pretty good. This probably keeps me alive. I'm slightly worried it gives them time to draw into a negate. Is my one real concern, but Get Lost for the binding though is pretty delightful. I want to copy a fish. Probably, right? Means I draw slightly fewer cards next turn. Means I die slightly less in the process. Oh no! This is bad. Now they can Zur to protect the binding from my Get Lost. God damn it. I didn't think of that at all. Yeah, we did, Gwen, we did. I actually needed to hold open the Get Lost. I did not realize that. I was like, oh, if I get lost to the binding, I can get Frill back. But the reality is if they cast there, I have to be able to get lost in response off my 2 treasures. Let's see if they see that line. Yeah, they might be scared of overcommitting into Sunfall. We do have a million mystery cards in hand. And they're about to draw cards off the Flood Pits. Okay, they do not go for it. Nice. Ooh, don't know how we beat the million mystery cards, but you know. All things in due time, I guess. Discard a Zur. Oh, cards are mysterious, much like our punctuation. So true. Honestly, the most true thing I've ever had in my life. Okay. No negate. Just please no negate. Please. And please no being smart and casting Zur. Okay. That is not casting Zur. Yeah, they might be going Beanstalk Overlord to try and draw to negate. Oh my god, we get to do it! We get to do it! Let's go! And the crowd goes wild! Bunk. They do still have a lot of cards in hand, mind, but you know. Future Rainy's problem, I suppose. Do I get an Eternal Wanderer or a Kaya? Kaya's way better. But I'm slightly concerned about a migration. I really don't know. Draw 2 of Kaya whilst we die to migration. Like, I'm gonna get Eternal Wanderer. I don't know. This might be incorrect. This might be cowardice. Whatever. We're doing it. I think surveilling is probably more important than anything else right now. And dig towards those Sunfalls. I like opponent's almost perfect mana base. 4 everywheres and 2 forests. It's like a poker hand of a mana base. Anyone ready to get scroll shifted? Can they target my stuff with scroll shift? Probably just negate in their hand. Let's go! Too easy. Easiest game of my life. Mulligan. Hand doesn't really do much. And I'm on board. Oh, I should do all the usual shoutouts. I've not done them all day long. I have a YouTube channel. Go like, subscribe, follow, a myriad of other things. If you would like to see the best content I have on YouTube. Man does a great job. Go check it out. And also, I do, ring that bell. Also, I do coaching. The link is in chat as well. Reach out if you want to be coached by a former Pro Tour champion and 3-time Pro Tour top 4 competitor. And several other accolades that I feel slightly weird creating in a list. Check it all out, y'all. Also, I have a Discord I need to set up a command for on my Stream Deck. I will instead type !Discord. It's a cozy little place. Lots of cool people. Check it out too. Alright, I've done the shilling. Back to casting mediocre black and white cards. Maze Mind Tome. Oh, I am so cooked. Never beat a Maze Mind Tome in my life. One of your favorite pastimes, casting Maze Mind Tome. I need one more for the full collection. It's true. A bit of me does like dearly want to get the 4th PT top 8 because then I have like a pseudo Hall of Fame resume. But it might take a little bit of time to get that one. We'll see. I'm pretty content with the 3 I have, but who knows where life will lead me. Oh boy, this Maze Mind Tome is a problem. The win was also a top 4. Yeah, I count that in the free top 4s. It's slightly cheeky wording. Get there on the technicality. I can't remember what placement I got in the grand finals. I think it was 5th place. Unfortunately. Ruining my clickbait. These sleeves are so adorable. I've never seen them before. Okay. Oh, for a Fountainport. The things I would do for a Fountainport. Am I meant to kill this so that I can hard cast the Virtue if need be? That's like maybe fine. I have to assume their deck is quite bad at answering Virtue. Considering this whole swamps thing they have going on over there. Oh, it's from a commander card. That would explain me not recognizing it. It all makes sense now when you put it that way. If I get lost this, killing Annex becomes so much harder. Anyway, if they had an Annex, they would have played it by now, but obviously they get to draw into one. Why is opponent on Swamp Go? Because they know I have a Sunfall in hand and they don't want me 2-for-1ing them. And they have only creatures in hand on their side. I assume. They're also probably a slightly more control-y deck. Yeah, they probably have some Go for the Throats as well, like. But yeah. Something along those lines. They don't have many very many proactive plays that wouldn't have just ran face first into our Sunfall, is the reasoning. Deep Cavern Bat, rude. Oh. Takes the Sunfall. Maybe the turn when I destroyed the bat with my split up, I should have just said go instead. I need to plus, eat my Kaya. We're on top deck mode. Am I on bat or Archfiend first? I am slightly concerned that if I get back Archfiend first, I could die to it. I'm also slightly concerned that if I don't get back Archfiend, I'm going to die to Liliana. So who could really say? I would quite not like to know what's going on in their hand. I guess I'm just going to get back bat. Maybe this is a mistake. Fine, we're going to draw Kaya 7, and life will be easy. That one's also pretty good. Well, it's such a nice thing to get back with Virtue as well. Oh my god, look at us go! Look at us go! Beza into talent off the top. Incredible. We do have to answer this Liliana, but you don't see how they can beat this Virtue. Probably by ultimating this Liliana. But we have a couple turns to damage her. A little bit of time. Yeah, they could have, what is it, 2 black, destroy creature enchantment, lose 2 life, Withering Torment. They could have Withering Torment. So they might have outs, but looking pretty good for us. Okay, they get back Go for the Throat, and now they can kill my Beza. So suddenly this Liliana is terrifying. They have to kill Beza in my turn to stop me getting the Beza back. Yeah, they are correctly plussing, as they should. I might honestly, like, I don't know, this Liliana ultimate is looming. Although it's not clear we don't still win if they get rid of half our permanents. So, Because both this Virtue and this Caretaker's talent are pretty terrifying. Do I get back Bat or Archfiend? I really don't particularly want this Archfiend in play, I'm gonna be honest. Even if it's quite good at attacking. Now they go for the throat. Yeah, everyone's gonna be Duress for their throat. I don't know, they might have, it's possible they just let me keep the Archfiend, maybe they wouldn't. I guess they really don't want to kill this Beza. The Beza's gonna draw me a lot of cards next turn. Oh, slightly irrelevant card. You couldn't make this up. You tried. Okay. Gain 4 life. Draw 2 cards this time. Oh, okay, we drew something else we can cast instead. Cool. Called Skill. Indeed. Skill game. Skill game is being called. Oh, we're 1 mana away from turning this token into Beza. I guess we're casting Skya. Keep adding to the permanents that my opponent is really gonna struggle to ever beat. Opponent has less life than me. Makes this Preacher not too scary. Right, there are no mono black proliferate cards and stuff, right? There are? Drown in Ecor? Oh my god. I'm so excited to get Drown in Ecor. Have they ever made reverse proliferate? I feel like I should know the answer to this, but I don't. Glissa, good point. Unliberate. I really shouldn't find that as funny as I do. That kind of tickles me. Well, they did get to draw a card. They gained life off the turn. I kind of like almost don't want to block, so I have more stuff to attack Liliana with. But the ground creature is pretty useless anyway. I get to sack the Beza I get back to kill the bat to get the bat out the way for my flyers. So 2 flyers is just fine. Yeah, this gets chumped a million different ways. So true. What's that? Another Beza? Putting Bezas in play for the rest of the game? Who would ever have thought? What's that? You still have more lands than me? And get to draw a card? Oh boy, that's a pretty good one. These are like both pretty good ones. Value has returned to the chat, yeah. Let's go Eternal Wanderer. Yeah, deck is full of pretty good ones here. I do get that impression. Mono black midrange. Kind of a more controlling build though. Pest Control seems truly heinous. As half our stuff continues to become more and more, yeah. Eventually half our stuff is still more than their stuff. is the thing. Slide in some Oblivion rings, yeah. You know, if I had them, I would. Seems pretty good against them. I don't think I want more split ups than this. I think 2 is probably fine. I'm kind of like thinking minimal sideboarding. We didn't sideboard much against Golgari the other day, and it doesn't feel that different. We could have a Sunder. They almost certainly have Annex, and we saw Maze Mind. Oh yeah, the lay down arms deck bugs. Peak. Heist Duress. Yeah, maybe Heist is good. I kind of think against these decks that I like Heist when I'm on the play, but sometimes on the draw, I'm never quite sure. I'm also worried these nowhere to runs might be kind of bad, but they might also... What about Oblivion Stone? I think Oblivion Stone is bad. Because I think we naturally kind of outscale them anyway. So it's very rare that we would want to Oblivion Stone. Oblivion Stone's really nice against domain, specifically because they can actually outscale our board. In combination with the fact that they have Leyline Binding, and you like Leyline Binding so bad against Oblivion Stone. There's probably a mulligan, but I'm not sure. Everyone's like, Rain, please just mulligan this hand. Oh, Exercise? I haven't actually. I should try out Exercise. It's a bit worse with Caretaker's talent as a card, obviously, but it might be pretty good at the moment against these demon decks. I should try that card out. I think I'm going to mulligan, but I'm not confident. Wow, this hand is worse, but I think I'm going to keep because I don't want to go to 5 against their Duress deck. And we're on the draw and have a Surveil. It's better. I think this is worse, but yeah, the token from Sunder is also really nice with Builder's Talent too. You get a +1 counter off of it, which sometimes actually is pretty sick. I've had games against Mono Red where you like you get that +1 counter and get rid of. You get that +1 counter, and it means that your Beza can like keep blocking Forge tokens for a little longer and stuff like that. It's actually pretty excellent. Yeah, I should just add Exercise. I was an Exercise hater for so long, but I think Exercise might be kind of nice against these like demon-y decks. So easy game, yeah. Hand was perfect. Never doubted it. Most people are off Forge now. Yeah, most people. I guess also we're really good against Forge, right? Because we now have authority of the consoles in the sideboard, so Forge is mostly kind of embarrassing. Anyway, I should probably like have a 1-1 split on Exercise Sunder, I imagine. So I could get down the Caretakers, or I could Builders this turn. I think I'd rather Builders this turn. Draw 1 card this turn, and then I draw 2 next, instead of drawing 0 and 2. So it actually works out slightly better. I get to level this up too. You're an Exercise hater yourself, but it's good for health. Phenomenal. All right, 4-0. You love to see it. That one instance and no other. Endorphins, who knew? I know, right? Shocking news. You're saying there's biochemistry behind this? What does Lano? Oh, I mean to go Golgari, right? Kind of wouldn't mind having this Get Lost opener. 7-year-old, you really underestimated the depression. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, let's just get a talent down and watch as it dies to Glister in 2 turns. It's a little hard for me to motivate myself to do it, Sophia. But I recognize I feel happier as a result of doing it. So make of that what you will. Oh, off the top ropes. Virtue of Persistence. Let's go. That was a pretty good draw. Dancing randomly is nice. Look, whatever works, right? People have their judgments on what's right or wrong, but it's whatever works for you. Is what really matters. Ah, yes. Caretaker's talent versus Shoulder It. Tails all this time, truly. I would like to block. Oh, can they kill a creature to stifle the -2? I think it would be a problem. Rare Kaya Bone Splinters moment. The card does occasionally have other text. Not often, but... Right, they can counter this, right? Oh, well, that's a good draw. Never mind then. So let's go plus. Oh, targets both things. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know why I made a token before casting Split Up either. Look, we're just out here vibing. Sick new control deck. Destroys metagame challenge as player makes plays at random. Yeah, only gets cancelled if it has no targets left. Yeah, I think you're right. 100%. They did in fact choose to not make Kaya's -2 wildly unplayable. In shocking news. I wish I had 2 more life right now. That would be pretty chill. It's fine. It just makes it look like we drew the split up off the Kaya plus, and that tilts my opponent more for not just minusing. So there's actually like real meaningful value there, just saying. Pass this. Copy the wall. For the 1/1. Matter. Removal spell time. Messed up. So rude. Alright, I could get rid of this Preacher, but I could also draw 2 cards, and I think I like the idea of drawing 2 cards and letting them. Sounds quite acceptable. Hey, we drew a card that draws us cards. Shocking news. Don't know why I didn't attack. All that matters is we're drawing cards. Okay, the rest is all details. The rest will come out in the wash. Honestly, like, saving 2 life is fine. I guess this is bad if they draw a Restless Cottage specifically, but whatever. I'm still just block Restless Cottage all day long with our 1,000,000/1/1s. Doesn't seem like it really matters. Creature of the Schism. Okay. Draw 2 cards. I see. Pretty good. A good friend and savior, Atlas. Some lovely things to say about that character. Wanderer could die here, but I have Builder's Talent literally in play. It doesn't seem like it particularly matters. God, adding the 4th Builder's Talent back in. A+ decision. I can't remember why I removed it. But it sure has been feeling better than it used to. This was not the play. But opponent controls. You know, details. Yeah, when this deck pops off, you sure do draw a lot of cards that don't really do anything. What more could you possibly want? Wait, does this turn off Planeswalkers? No. You're wrong, Sales. Leading me astray. Oh my god, they targeted the Kaya instead of the Eternal Wanderer. Let's go! Oh, that's pretty good too. Okay. Let's play a Kaya. Golgari, you say. Again, I feel like we didn't board very much against Golgari last time. Take out this Pest Control. Stuck around a lot longer than you would have. Indeed. We didn't actually see annexes. I don't really want to bring in Sunder. We bring in the 3rd Duress. Bring in a Heist. I think I'm going to be on 3rd Duress. So I see more of that deck. But I think most of the things I care about are non-creatures. The creatures all just kind of die. Oh, I wonder if I want 3rd Split Up. The 0-4 on Builder's Talent is so bad at blocking. And Throwback is so good at keeping our graveyard in check that I think I'm going to bring in 3rd Split Up over Builder's Talent number 4. Like, all their creatures have Death Touch. 0-4 walls are not it. Alright, these Duresses better be good. Otherwise, trouble. What? Okay. Sure. Fade from History is pretty cute. Alright, I don't think they're an Annex deck, but I think I'm just gonna fire off the Duress. Anyway. Play it safe. Feed from History, Maelstrom Pulse. I genuinely don't know which one's more annoying. They're both, like, somewhat whatever. I guess this kills Planeswalkers. We only have, like, a few enchantments in our deck. Yeah, Fade also costs more, gives us a 2-2. I think taking Fade is pretty nice. Alright, hold up and get lost for this cottage. Otherwise, they cast a Shoulder into my Sunfall, or they just like don't cast anything this turn, and that's also fine. I guess I can't Sunfall them next turn, huh? Anyway, they're not going for it. It's honestly fine. They get a bear off a map. That's funny. Yeah, good point. How do I feel about this Beza-ing? 4/5, get some 1/1s, get some life. I don't get to draw a card, but I think this kind of forces them to commit more to the board. It seems pretty great. Blocks their cottage, essentially. This takes the Sunfall, which means the Dread Knight is actually like a little annoying. Like now the Dread Knight. Oh, they didn't attack. I guess because they figure this way if I split up, their Shouldered will die. Makes sense. They have all these creature lands. I kind of don't want to throw away my Beza. I guess I'm just going to kill the Shouldered. The map's actually a little Red Knight too. Oh hum. Okay, they draw a land, means it does not become a 5/4 this turn. A Fountainport, my queendom for a Fountainport. Fountainport's so good, y'all. Y'all realize how good, oh my god. You might have found the real MVP right here. Exile? Amazing. Slightly worried that if I -2, she might just die. I could just +1 and make a chump blocker, but then they get to attack with the Dread Knight and draw a card. I guess I'm -2ing. And just hoping this does not do badly for me for a 1 turn. 1 turn of reprieve, I ask of thee. Hacking, I will block. We can just destroy tapped creatures to get rid of Glissa. Seems fine. Fortunately, they do have a Fountainport active. It is a little scary, of course. But yeah, we still get draw steps. The available effects are so convoluted, you can never really imagine the possibilities. It's very fortunate that a solid half of the text is like irrelevant to us about 98% of the time. Otherwise, the card would be very confusing. See. I don't know at what point I'm just meant to +2. I think I'm just going to +1 this time, but maybe next time we +2. Kill Glissa. In your you control or in your graveyard? Unfortunately. You're not the first person to suggest the sales, and you will almost certainly not be the last. Alright, things are about to get funky. In that my Kaya might not be too long for this world anymore. It really, yeah. We are literally just playing Kaya as situationally slightly different Elspeth. The tokens don't have lifelink but block Mastermind. Sometimes you -2 on defense instead of -3ing to go on offense, but it's like basically the same card for most intents and purposes. Oh yeah, you can exile Dread Knight, true. That's kind of funny. Oh, my Kaya. I feel like she did pretty good work. Honestly, I'm kind of happy they didn't kill my Beza though. I feel like them killing the Beza would have been so bad for me. The Incinerator of the Guilty. Whew. Now we're talking. Oh. I think you'll find we just drew a Kaya. Incredible. Also, the Kaya is going to turn our wall into a 1/5 so that it can block Restless Cottage. Oh, hey, Liam. Good to see you. Devouring Sugarballs. Oh my goodness. I haven't heard that name in a while. Now do I start +2ing? It's just so nice having a stupid 1/1 sitting around that I can, like, bone shards with. Returning Kaya 7 is the entire reason this deck exists. Yeah. It is extremely delightful. Interesting. I do have a shoulder in yard. Alright. Maybe killing that elf is bad. Because they could then cut down in response to get rid of my virtue forever. Just completely deranged reason for why it would be bad. Earn some bears, yeah. Get an entire bear. Spectacular. Everything I've ever wanted, honestly. A mighty 2/2 to challenge the skies itself. Ooh, for shall fall before its might. It's slightly not clear that attacking for 2 isn't anyway. I guess we will. Alright, they're gonna fade from history here, but in exchange, they don't get to kill a Caretaker's talent later, I guess. And we get this cutie. We should have taken a treasure. Oh, look at that draw. Alright, this is probably gonna prompt the concession finally. It's true, they could have had a bear. Coulda, woulda. What did we just do? Oh, this becomes a 2/2? Wait, no, because it's a token. No. Oh no. Anyway. Bear fought a creature instead of the heavens. At least it knew what it believed in. I love these situations where you resolve Kaya 7 and you're like genuinely unsure that it matters which ability you choose, so you just start plussing. It's just like, well, I don't know that it makes any difference to the game, so I guess I'm just gonna kill my opponent, I suppose. Although, drawing 2 card. Sure. Why not? Take 1/1. You go to 6. Free. This has been the most hard-working Beza I've ever seen in my life. My opponent's army of 4/4s have just been sat there all game long. I would have been so dead if this Beza were like literally any other card. And instead it has not been remotely competitive. Alright, I believe that is our 5th win of the Metagame Challenge. Standing out on his field, yeah. The way to do it. If we win, I get sick prizes. If we lose, I get to go eat dinner. Warden, okay. I actually don't know how this matchup goes down. Oh, it's Convoke. I was like, oh, it's the blue-white deck, but no, it's Convoke. Okay. I think Convoke is like somewhat a good matchup, but can be spooky. Like, it's Convoke, right? They can draw well. The games where they draw well, you struggle. The games where they don't, you pretty good. How it go? Oh, this gives them maps, and then they get to demo the maps. I guess I just have to say go. And let them get a scry if they want. Yeah, don't give them the maps yet. Yeah, I agree. Sunfall just Rex. Yeah, Beza Rex too. Although we only have 3 Bezas nowadays. So this, like, honestly might be the matchup where the lack of 4th Beza hurts the most. My card is so important. Alright, they found a thing to demo. Although we have split ups, which I think are an improvement over temporary lockdown, so right to the bottom. Alright, I think I am gonna get lost now. Okay. Save myself free life. It feels like if they had a Gleeful, they would have done it before combat, potentially. Get the extra damage. Alright. Obviously, we have to play a tap land this turn, so I guess I'm just going to Duress them and see what they have going on, and try when I see Imperial, or see Recruiter, Imitate's Recruiter even. Imperial Recruiter? Okay. Play Backstreet. The card's, like, pretty good. I think I don't want it, though. I think I want to find untapped land number 5. More than anything. Alright, please no land demo recruiter. Oh my god, that's amazing, Civ. I love that. It is weird how many decks are playing Storm Chaser's talent nowadays. I mean, it's a great card. It's just surprising. The Collector's Vault back in the main, yeah. Unfortunately, Collector's Vault was a bit washed, but I do love that card dearly. They're gonna have so many creatures. It is utterly terrifying. I do go to 20, so I can block 2 reinforcements and the recruiter, and then I take 10. And then I have to hope to draw on tap land. If I draw on tap land, I probably win, and if I don't, I'm pretty likely to lose. I could also draw split up. I could also draw second Beza. So there are, like, things I can draw other than specifically on tap land. That is a sheltered by God. Maybe second Beza is not enough. All right. Anything? I guess I'm not actually dead, right? They don't get the buff anymore. Oh, okay. Interesting. I guess it does do something. It, like, saves me a life. How much do they have? They have 6, 7. So the maps could get them lethal here. But I guess I do just want to get the talent down anyway, right? Although it only stops the damage, of course. Every damage could matter. Ooh. Oh, if they shouted my Beza instead of the token, that makes the Sunfall hilarious. I think they're smart enough not to do that there. Alright. 3, 4, 5, 6. If they keep that on top, they have 7, 8. Yeah, map first to see if they can get us. Indeed. Yep, they make the right choice here. Okay. Oh my god. That's a pretty funny draw. I still don't really know how I beat this reinforcements, by the way. But future Rainy's problem, I guess. Yeah, that was a pretty good draw. I still need to draw something to beat this reinforcements. Like, I'm not out of the woods yet. Get Lost technically does it. Technically, I'm like very barely alive. Ooh. They don't draw anything. Game's exhausting. Boop. Hell yeah. That's a tap land. We love to see it. Alright, we need to make sure I never try and make a fish. Fish are officially banned. If I make a treasure, I get to cast Kaya next turn. Whereas if I activate this, I can get back Virtue. Oh, and then Virtue starts making tokens, right? Pretty good. And then that might draw me into the land. Anyway. Throw the Beza, of course. Yeah, making a treasure is also a good line. But I think I prefer this Virtue by like a tiny bit. Are you crazy for wanting to be Convoke in this matchup? I think pre-board Convoke is like slightly favored, and post-board it gets pretty hard for them. Is my impression. Double check I don't have pain lands in play. Plus my Kaya. Thank goodness. Yeah, I don't think any of their cards do anything once we untap there. It's true. Alright, Split Up comes in. Pest Control number 2 comes in. Ooh. Dust Animus is nice. I actually think I like Authority. I think that the Convoke deck wins by pretty slim margins against you, and it turns off a lot of Recruiter lines. I think it's good. Kaya is clearly not a good card here. This is definitely not a Sylex matchup, no. As much as my heart wants it. My heart wants Sylex all the time, to be clear. I think the exact matchups you bring in Sylex for are Urza and Mono White, and then like literally nothing else is my impression. I need to cut one more card. Also, there's a world where Duresses are not heinous. They're going to be boarding in a bunch of counter spells, and we can also take Gleeful. I don't think it's a Sunder matchup. It maybe used to be, but their deck's like pretty different nowadays. Cutting an Eternal Wanderer is probably crazy, right? I'm considering cutting a 2-mana removal spell. Let's try this. I think keeping a 7 without a sweeper or an authority or a Beza in it is kind of illegal. I think this hand is even more illegal. I'm gonna go to 5. Or Pest Control, or whatever. Right, I'm not going to 4, so we're gonna keep this. Get rid of Wanderer, I don't know. Yeah, they also used to have the there was another card they had. The pump their things by 1+1/+1, deal 1 when they enter. That card was pretty scary. Can't remember the name. Oh, AS Authority also turns off some of the Convoke draws, right? Because the creatures come in tapped. They can't just go Gleeful Knight Errant here. War Leader's cool, thank you. Yeah. It also makes Warden work. Yeah, maybe Authority is kind of goated against them. Alright, I think the plan is I'm going to level up this Builder's Talent before playing the second one. So that we can have a 1/5 on defense against their 1/1s. No, my plan. The best laid plans of Reigns and Reigns, mostly. Goes down. Get double Consuls. Every creature they play is gonna gain us so much life. The best laid plans of Rats and Rainies. Thank you, Callie. That one is excellent. I'm loving this plan of attacking for free per turn. I'm really excited about that, TH. Civic Lands Matters deck. I keep wanting to make a Lumra deck as like a Lands Matters thing. I don't know how I want to make it though, is the problem. Built their own wild Nikato, yeah. True. I make a 1/1, it costs me 1 life. I'm slightly worried that like I'm just gonna get counterspelled into oblivion if I'm not careful. Ooh, this is like pretty spicy. Guess we just do this instead. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream and getting that good representation and all that. Sophia. Hey Aspie, yeah, we're 5-0 in the metagame challenge with White Black. Talent show, the dream. We went 2-1 with Gruul, and then I was like, let's play a much worse deck. And we're now 5-0. I guess we're casting the Sunfall next turn, so this saves me a life. To the extent that anything I do matters now. Authority of the Consuls seems kind of messed up against them. I don't know. This card is outperforming my expectations. buy board. Make a 4/4, draw a card. Looking moderately cooked. I agree. Shoutouts to us adding a main deck Pest Control before that match. Kinda did a lot of work. Sneep. Easiest keep. People love playing the Esper deck. So true. So very true. If I lead on Backstreet, I potentially gain a life if I end up wanting to know where to run onto. But I also have the Surveil be less useful because I don't know what my opponent's doing. I think I care slightly more about maximizing the Surveil. How much are Storm Chaser's talents? I need to know. Sure, the answer will shock me. They're over $10. Honestly, that's not too surprising. So they're probably Domain. I guess I hold open Get Lost for Beanstalk. We're currently 2-0 against with this deck somehow against all odds. Don't ask me how we're 2-0 against I really don't know. But yeah, it could be Cage. I think it's more likely to be Zer though. Just because Zer is way more popular. Withdraw. We do have 2 stone blanks in hand, which is not going to help our chances. We don't really have many blanks in this matchup, and we have drawn 2 of them. I think we have like 3 in our deck. I think I want a Kaya before I Caretakers. Get Lost number 2. I really have to be able to follow up Beanstalk. Get Lost is like pretty important, I think. It's kind of awkward keeping anything that isn't card advantage on top. Like, really, I want to just be keeping, like, Fountainports and card advantage, but... Shouted is 650. Crazy. I will never understand that card, but hey. People like it, whatever. People can like what they like. Yeah, Cage's 1-drops. True. True. When I get this token in play, Kaya's gonna die, but now we can copy the token of Caretakers. So. They're gonna Mistmoors probably. We're gonna have 2 1/1s for their 2/1s. Part of me wants to crack a map, but that's so deranged. Do this. Okay. Don't Zer me, please. These 2 blanks combined to kill a singular Zer. True. Incredible. I do think game 1's pretty hard to win, for what it's worth. But I think Urza's Sylex really helps out in the post-board games. I mean, we're like probably unfavored game 1 and favored post-board would be my assumption. Just want to block, right? Oh, I kind of want one in play for the maps. Or for like a second Caretakers off the top, I suppose, though that's less important. Okay. Ooh. Phenomenal draw. Let's fire off this Duress. See what they got going on. Oh, I should have played my Fountainport first. I'm so silly. Although now they're gonna binding the Caretakers and I get to get lost it back. So maybe this is fine. Yeah, this is kind of fine, right? Now I get to go... Get lost this. Do I want to crack a map first? I think so. I think I'm gonna probably end up doing it anyway. It's like slightly awkward if then tap land stops me from Eternal Wandering, but I think I want to maximize chance of finding a spell. Okay. Strange. I really don't care about that life total. Just so there you go. That's a pretty good one. Okay. Well, I can make some more 2/1s. I guess I'm probably going to be -3 -rings 4/1. Oh, or I could like Pest Control soon. Kind of a weird play. It honestly doesn't sound terrible. Pest Control have Fountainport open. I could also just draw a card of Fountainport. I could crack map, draw a card, Pest Control, but then I don't have Get Lost open. They might have gone for Zer already if they had one. They have Flood Pits on top. It's pretty hard for them to draw Zer this time. Also, if they Zer me, this Eternal Wanderer is gonna be like kind of a banger. Hits can draw Zer. So true. That sure is a 5/3, huh? I wish I actually had black. Oh, I do have black mana open because I have Demo Field. Kind of just want to draw a card. I might. Oh, I might have wanted to shuffle that away. Yeah, maybe. That sounds plausible. I don't know. I get to draw a card this way. So this sequencing means we aren't going for Eternal Wanderer, but I think that's fine. We're doing other things instead. I get to go. I guess I should probably build his talent first if that's a part of the plan, which I think it is. Draw a card. Very nice card. Get rid of this. Rid of this. Probably pretty safe to level this up. I have 23 minutes left, but this game should be finishing pretty quickly. Yeah, Kaya is pretty phenomenal against Overlord of the Mistmoors in particular. This game is looking good for me, I gotta say. They are channeling Herd Migration. What on earth do they have in hand? Please don't cast Atraxa. Oh, and then I get to Kaya Atraxa. It's like fine. Okay, they cast they animate Overlord. We get to chump it, and then we go Eternal Wanderer minus. And leave them with a 2/1. Yeah, untap land here would be nice for sure. Honestly, you could convince me that Kaya minus on Zer is like pretty great. I don't know. That doesn't sound terrible. I draw a card, I get a blocker, I have 2 blockers to protect her. I have a builder's talent to get her back. It's like honestly not terrible, but I guess I'm just gonna do this. Cash in my Eternal Wanderer. It is like shocking how good this deck is at fighting through hitting the board. Hey Avalon, good to see you. You're just like really good at controlling what creatures they have them controlling their enchantments so that they only have like 1 left to swing with. And then when they swing with it, you just get to Eternal Wanderer them. Or Sunfall them. They probably have to hold open Get Lost with this builder's talent, right? Oh, they can even get lost their Atraxa if need be, huh? Yeah, yeah. Fun times. Wait, we're gonna get an Overlord, I guess. Oh, if I should Demo Field, you're correct. Anyway, I'm here now. It is slightly awkward that if I do this, the 3/2 actually attacks my Kaya, right? I didn't really think. Oh, I get a flying blocker, so they have to like get lost the flyer. Oh yeah, this isn't Field of Ruin, you're correct. This isn't Field of Ruin, it doesn't shuffle away guaranteed. That would be why I didn't do it. Alright. The thing is, if they get lost this Overlord, A, they're not get losting the Builder's Talent. B, they're not necessarily able to get lost their Atraxa in response to the next Gaia. So the stupid 3/2 is doing like a weird amount of work. I think it's gonna be fine, but it's definitely making it closer than I would like. We have 2 mana left afterwards. What do they find? They don't find another Get Lost, so we are gonna get an Atraxa. In fact, they even know we're gonna get an Atraxa because we have this Builder's Talent face up and play. At least they could hit Binding specifically to make it unknown. They do not. Okay. The oldest trick in the book. Yeah, second Kaya. They never see her coming, let me tell you. I would much rather use this one whilst it's actually in play and there's actually a Kaya in my graveyard. The best thing about this is we're going to draw a card of Caretaker's Talent. Alright, draw 5. Yeah, this Moth token is working overtime, it's true. Let's make that cease being an issue. "21 minutes. You're not sure that's the best thing about this? Yeah, yeah. I love how we have 2 more Kayas in hand. It's great when your Kaya draws you a backup Kaya. This is Vigilance, right? It just has everything ever. Cool. Atraxa seems good in this deck. Yeah, maybe we should splash for her off these treasures we can make. This Beanstalk is very annoying. I do have to be scared of specifically the card Jace. They could conceivably have a Jace in their deck. I probably have to get this Beanstalk off the table before anything else on that basis. Oh my god, my Atraxa. Okay. Pretty good. Okay. We're gonna minus on the Beanstalk. Not greedy in the slightest. Draw 2 cards. Fire for Duress. Take your sweeper. Cast a Builder's Talent. Throw this bean, I guess. Level up Builder's Talent. What's that? We get a Kaya? I never would have guessed. This deck is very good if you like triggers, yeah. Can confirm. I have no idea. Caught at random. Some good Up the Beanstalk beats. Up the Beanstalk as nature intended. The mighty 4/4 flyer. They are gaining a lot of life of note. That aspect is slightly annoying. Up the Beanstalk. Wow. Incredible. Plus. Final Wanderer. Let's get another Planeswalker going. Why not? Start growing our creatures some more. 2/2. We do want to stop drawing cards at some point, of course. When that day will coming. When that day is coming, who can say? Who can say? Oh, I could have got a Urza? Oh my god, I could steal a Urza. Song of all these enchantments we have chilling. Incredible. Anyway. I should maybe have answered that Beanstalk at some point in all this, huh? That seems pretty good in our deck. So true. I'm always saying this. Get lost, sure. Throw that double striker. Favorite game. Yeah, this is lethal. Alright, 18 minutes. We only used more than a game's worth of time on game 1. And game 1 definitely isn't the quickest of the 3 games at all, no. Absolutely not. Surely it would not be. I do sometimes wonder if a split up is kind of nice. It also feels weird boarding out Blot Out, because I think that card's like kind of nice too. I think we have a lot of cards for the matchup. I could honestly take out a Builder's Talent, but I think it's kind of great. Alright, game 3. Oh wait, game 2. Wow. We have one we can lose. Alright, if we're gonna lose this game, we should do it quick. But also, let's not do that. I love tuning these stupid mopey control decks. This is like my dream. This is what Magic was meant to be. I do literally need lands. It feels really rough keeping, again, something that's neither a Fountainport nor a card advantage, but... oh hum. Love a good black-white control deck. Same. I played so many black-white control decks over my years. The forest, please don't play beans. Thank goodness. Fail in. I am gonna need a Sunfall at some point is the thing. I don't know. Again, I really just want to be keeping Caretakers, but I guess we'll keep that. There's the Misty. The Beza does not currently draw me a card or make a treasure, so I'm not particularly interested in that, I believe. I guess they can kill this Kaya kind of trivially, though. Any removal spell does the job. Oh, that might enable Leyline Binding, huh? Yeah. Pretty good. We continue to not get much of Beza, although I do get a treasure. Could be worse. Oh my goodness. If I do this, Zah is like kind of a beating, but doesn't kill me. I could be incorrect. But I really don't want to miss a land drop next turn. Yeah, it's 18 damage with a land, but then we Sunfall and they lose everything. So like, and we have a Beza to gain life. It's like pretty risky. They might just not even have it, right? They need untapped land Anza, and it's just like, I think it's fine. Here's the Zer. Alright, the Sunfall's gonna be really good. I guess now second Zer kills me. So I could actually still die. Might lose quick, like I said, indeed. I mean, if they don't have second Zer, we just win, but... probably dying here. Dodge that one time. We should be so lucky. Okay. Slightly skeptical of whether we still win. So the caretakers can make token caretakers, so that's fun. Oh boy. Maybe I just need to find Sylex and no other card as text. Because currently they have single white mana draw a card in play. It's a good doppelgang. Mill themselves through too many caretakers, indeed. I could get us out, maybe. It's like a little tough, but we'll see. It needs we need the hand to be like kind of heinous to get away with that. Alright, well. Get lost. Acceptable. That's a Misty, also acceptable. I just don't know what to say. No negate, don't do it. Don't you dare. Oh, why? Why? could have attacked them for 7 there. Maybe that would have been smart. Other Sylex, yeah. Other Sylex would be nice. Okay, this draws them a card, but it takes their single white mana draw a card out of play. They can now no longer copy Caretakers, which feels relevant. Yep. Ooh, the hits don't stop. How's the chess clock? We got 14 minutes. I can afford to play this out. They have 17. I think it's like pretty impossible for our deck to actually win the match on time. Because when we're winning, we just take so many more game actions than they do. When their deck draws cards, it really draws cards. It sure does. Wait, wrong. Weirdly annoying card. Yes, I would. Beza doesn't even draw me card here. Good card. Whatever. Map on a fish. Oh, yes, Ghost Machine gets to make a lot of like little baby overlords. The builder's talent does not actually work anymore because there's a Ghost Vacuum in play. You know. I want the 7th win so badly. Y'all have no idea. Oh, that doppelgang was pretty strong. The last couple times we've been doppelganged, we've actually managed to resolve the Sylex to undo it, but not so lucky this time. You have some idea, true. Alright, we just need to draw specifically our second Sylex. We know we're like 2.5% to draw it. That's base. Oh wait, no, they get to attack this turn because they could draw a card. Yeah. I mean, you put it that way. It does seem we're dead. The insect tokens have been doing some work, let me tell you. I'm gonna make them play it out, I guess, on the vague off chance that this ever goes to time. Like, they have to resolve some loots here. Very unlikely that this remotely matters, but game 3. Just run it back. They showed me a Ghost Vacuum. Does that make me want to take out a Builder's Talent? For like a split up? I mean, one of those two is a loot. They get a loot and a draw. How about that? If you're enjoying the stream, make sure to give it a follow to know when I go live. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, always standard on Arena. If you're also enjoying the stream, check out my YouTube, which has lots of VODs uploaded by my editor of previous decks I played on stream, and I do coaching. I am a former Pro Tour champion and 3-time Pro Tour top 4 competitor. Pretty good at explaining my thought processes, pretty good at this game, pretty good at coaching. So all those options are available. Your overlords usually play Jace. Sometimes they do. I think it varies. I think it's like generally not most played, but I can see play. I don't think I'm allowed to keep this. As much as we really need to hit our land drops in the matchup, I also need to do things. Okay, we are keeping this. Sunken Citadel is better than Restless Fortress in this matchup. I think it is. I'm gonna put the first one on black so I can cast Cruelclaw's Heist if we draw it next turn. Take a beans. Yeah, Pest Control hits Ghost Vacuum. I guess it also hits Herd Migration. Like, totally unreasonable. Herd Migration is nice. Okay. Yes, I'm just gonna play this and say go. I'm really worried about them playing beans now, because I don't have an answer. That could start running away with the game. Of course, between like, you know, all our disenchants and get lost and duresses, we have like minor chances to beans, but sometimes it sticks. Anyway, now we put them in a spot where they can either do an overlord and draw a card or kill my talent. They kill the talent, we can get it back with builders over 2 turns. Feels like they are going to kill my talent here. Oh, they're going to ghost vacuum. God, that's such a good draw. Let's go. That is absurd. I guess I do it like this. I think I care more about this beanstalk. It's slightly awkward because there's only the Sunders that actually answer this vacuum, and we do literally have a builder's talent in hand, but beanstalk is just kind of on another level. Sylex, okay. I'm just gonna sack this 2/2. I want to turn my tokens into cards anyway with Sylex in hand. And the builder's talent is not like amazing right here, so I'm in no rush to get it down. Take the caretakers. Them taking the caretakers makes this Sylex really spicy though, or I could just get lost it. I mean, get losting it also sounds amazing, right? Makes Zer less threatening, lets us draw a card here. The treasure is amazing for setting up a potential Sylex later. We have 10 minutes to their 13, so we're quite far behind on time here. Hedge maze, sure. Alright, they get lost the talent. Sad to lose it. That's okay. See if they have a negate in hand. Oh, go away. Doppelgang is still a legal card. How we lost the previous game. It's pretty messed up. Oh yeah, I stopped playing it. That's how everyone forgot it exists. I haven't played some Doppelgang in a while. Maybe I need to get on that. Ace is like fine. I think I get rid of it. I want to find Kaya's. You can't get the pleasing 1 million mana doppelgangs like you used to, I know. So heartbreaking. Here comes the Misty. feel like casting the Sylex right now would maybe be a bit aggressive. Ding, ding, ding. There's an infinite mana combo in Standard currently. I am very unsurprised, although I don't actually know what it is. Oh wait, it's Arcavios with Nissa? Possibly? Should I be playing these lands out? I think it's fine too. Probably fine too. Unclear. I don't think losing a single land is going to matter that much. We do need them to not find a negate, I guess. That's like a little spooky. The Buelos Omni combo deck. I have. It looks kind of bad to me, I'm going to be honest. But I should probably play it on stream at some point. It looks like pretty unplayable to me, but I assume I should try and keep an open mind. Okay. Sack a token. Sack this map. We open with Kaya. Maybe. I guess if we open with Sylex and they counter it, we just cast a Kaya, right? God, this Ghost Vacuum is so freaking annoying. It like actually ruins so much of my inevitability. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, the second treasure. That's why I made the second treasure. To set up exactly this. Do I make a Bean or a Misty? A Misty makes it like basically impossible for them to ever kill my Kaya. But the Bean is scary, obviously. I think I go for the Bean. I think I really need to limit their card flow at the moment. Yeah, Misty is a lot of value. But we're pretty good at cleaning up a Misty if they go to Zeret. Yeah, I don't really care about ending the game. I just like really want to cut them off card flow, I think. Because they only have 2 cards left in hand. Oh, I definitely want to make a token with this Kaya. I just want as many 1/1s in play as possible to protect my big Kaya, I think. Yeah, 7 minutes is a lot of time. I think we're doing okay. How many beans are we through? Is it just the 2? Yeah. Crack that map. Find a pollen. Pollen's pretty good. Can't actually take them off the pollen with the Kaya either. Yeah, I think they had Rafts game. That was game 1. I don't think we saw them game 2, so I don't know if they have them or not. It seems unlikely that they have them in, considering they have Ghost Vacuum and they like only have so much room, right? But who could say? Wow, the Ghost Vacuum's gone? That's amazing for me. That's so good for me, right? My inevitability is back online. I guess they figured they're getting an Attractor next turn, so... Yeah, you love that for us? Same. Big same. What am I doing though? I genuinely just have no idea what I meant to do here. I kind of want a Sunfall. And then plus Big Kaya. Sunfall copy Misty. Maybe. I kind of also don't hate the idea of strip mining them. Be like, hey, are you keeping that analyze or not? Draw a card. Get rid of this board. Cruelclaw Heist. Oh my god. This is a good one. Opponent is not having a nice turn this turn, huh? No, my Kaya before I made a token. Right, they don't have a Zur in hand, which is good. I guess I just take this bean. Am I plussing? If I plus, my Kaya can get Zerd. I think that's fine. If they draw a Zur, it feels pretty beatable to me. Right, they are digging for the Zur. Yeah, if they tap out, talent is live, exactly. And they don't have an everywhere, so they only have 4 land types, so binding currently costs 2 mana, which is nice. Alright, there's the Zur. Kaya's going down, but that's okay. I'm gonna have to play quite quickly. Yeah, people always say that. Maybe this time they're right. Who could say? I think I'm just gonna be Beanstalk Sunfalling, right? Hoping they don't draw anything too good this time. But can we please tap these Citadels? Please. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not really sure how they beat them either. It's a good question. It would probably have involved another Zur this turn. DVH. Right, they hate the Beanstalk, which does make the Sylex much worse to the extent in which that matters. Lol. Play this once. Play the 6/6. Single split up, coming to the rescue. Making life so much more straightforward. Slam for 6. We are the beatdown. Lol. 7 wins, let's go! Oh my god, we keep crushing Zur. It's so nice to play a deck that just like smashes Zur into the ground. You have no idea how nice it feels. I'm so fed up of Zur. Let's go! Get those prizes. Metagame crushing Caretaker's control. Let's open some packs. Load up this account even more. Stream title came true. So true. Actually, just the best deck. Digital cardboard time. Get those wild cards. Running so good on these wild cards. Anyway, whilst I open these packs, thank you everyone for watching. It's been great having y'all here. I will be back on Monday at the usual kind of time. If you like the stream, make sure to give it a follow so you know when I go live. Oh my god, there are so many cards. I also have a YouTube channel. The link is in chat. I also do coaching. The link is in chat. I also have a Discord. Someone will put the link in chat. Is there a magic event this weekend? I really don't know. I genuinely couldn't tell you. Oh my god, a Ragavan's actually kind of spicy. Oh yeah. Oh, the USGP, right? Yeah. Standard event this weekend. A rare site that is Aftermath packs, indeed. Oh my god. My account is sitting so healthy. For the silly combo deck. Alright, final pack. Let's go. As it resembles the Titans. Alright, y'all. Thank you everyone for watching. I will catch y'all on Monday. Everyone have a great weekend. Bye-bye-bye.